Okay, round two. So I made a video, got a phone call, and it canceled my video. All right, so I got some news for y'all. Um, I've been kind of hesitant if I wanted to speak about it or not, and I do feel like I can possibly help somebody with my experience. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know. I'm no longer with Landstar, no longer a Landstar BCO. I enjoy my time contracting with them. Um, I have nothing but good things to say about Landstar. I live on good terms, so I can return as long as I stay, righteous, I guess, out here in these streets. If you're looking to go to Landstar, I think you'll be making a pretty good decision. A lot of people will argue about the the percentage that Landstar gets, and I think that's up for debate. And I think it's really based on your situation. If you're trying to get started out, I think Landstar is a perfect company to get started with, to just get some experience, build yourself up, whatever it is that you're looking to do. You can have some flexibility. You got, different things you could do. You can go from being a driver to heavy haul if you want to. I mean, overall, it's just like an amazing company, and I haven't had any real issues with Landstar whatsoever. I've seen people leave bad reviews, but me personally, I haven't had a bad experience. It was easy to get on, and it was easy for me to leave. So I feel kind of crazy, man. This camera just bothers me, but I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing it for whoever out there is trying to make a decision on what to do. Landstar Ranger is who I was driving for. I think Landstar Inwood is just a sister company, but I believe it's all the same thing. If you are an operator or buying a truck, or you thinking about going to Landstar, I definitely suggest Landstar. I definitely feel like you'll be making a good decision if you went that way. If you need help with repairs, tires, anything, like for real, almost anything, in revolving around trucking, they got you. I've had inspections, and I needed paperwork sent over immediately, and I got it immediately. You know what I'm saying? And I was good to go. They just overall, it's a great company to be a part of. For me, I think with the economy being the way that it is, that's what made me make my decision to leave Landstar. It wasn't Landstar at all. It was just the economy. I can't be angry with Landstar because of their business plan, but it didn't fit. It wouldn't fit in my life no more. When you think about the percentage that they get, at first I never really thought about it. Well, I thought about it, but I didn't care, and I still really don't care. But I had to. I mean, this is business, not personal, so I had to make a decision based on what made sense. And what did not make sense was for me to stay somewhere and essentially, you got to pay. You work harder to make less, and then I live in Houston, so Houston is oversaturated with truck drivers. It's crazy how many truck drivers is out here. So it's a lot of people in Landstar that live in Houston. So when I had some good accounts, but when you ain't been here for if you ain't been around long enough, and you don't really know, you ain't squeezed your way into some good situations, then it's kind of you're gonna be looking for scraps in a way. You might find a good leg or a head or a jaw, a tongue, something with some substance, a heart. You might find a load that's like that, but for the most part, you eating just a carcass that has no meat on it. I mean, it got a little meat, but you the last one to come and eat. So, it'd be good if whomever found a good agent to work with, or a broker or whatever, to get your loads. That's what the old heads say all the time, and that's something that I see that um, you know, it held up. It was good. I really didn't know how good I had it at one time until I didn't have it that good no more, and then I realized, man, I should have did better with that. But it was all a learning experience, so I learned, like, I just learned a lot from my whole experience there. What else I got for you? You will get randomly drug tested. Don't do no drugs. It's not worth your CDL. It's not worth driving your truck home, telling your old lady and your kids that, or your husband and your kids that, well, I failed my drug test, so I gotta go work somewhere else. And it's like, man, we as truck drivers are really blessed, to be able to fall and get up fast. A lot of people can't fall and get up quick, but we can fall and get up fast if we moving by the books for the most part. Like, if we're not doing drugs and we have, clean MVR and stuff like that, you can fall down and get up. You might, all your money in your bank account might be poof, thin out. But because you're doing everything right, nothing really there to get in your way and stop you from getting that back and some. So that's what I suggest, man. Like, a lot of people in my generation, even older than me, like to smoke weed, like to do whatever they do. I'm not here to judge, just offering my 2 cents as far as what I think would benefit anybody's life, pertaining to Landstar or even outside of that. It's not worth it. When you look at your kids, it's not worth it. It's not worth, like, when you know how easy we have it. Don't take the opportunity of being able to do this. Don't take it for granted. Because there was times where I took it for granted. There was times where I definitely took it for granted. I'm not saying anything, like, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying, like, it was times I took it for granted. And I've learned, like, take care of issues on your truck when you got them. Don't wait till later to do it. Fix it then if you can afford it. I understand if you cannot, because there's been plenty of times where I couldn't afford it, but there's also been plenty of times where I definitely could have afforded it. Trucking is, a lot of people paint it out to be this unicorn, but it's not. It's not a unicorn, man. It's rough. You know what I'm saying? You can have moments where you running strong, and them the good moments. Save everything you can save. That's all I can say. Save everything you can save. And then you got other moments where things could just hit you and just not be as good as they was. Save what you can save, and get to a point to where you can ride the waves. Now my situation personally, I'm still trying to get there to where I can ride the waves. I ain't there yet, but I don't think it's far off for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. I'm gonna say that. That don't mean that I got a lot of money, because I don't. I'm blessed because I have a chance, opportunity. I have the awareness of what to do, what not to do. I'm overall just thankful that I'm able to even provide for my family. So, and I got life. I can get up and go. That's a blessing for me. So you should definitely, take all that stuff into account when you're out here, that we blessed, man. All of us, even the people that's not driving trucks, it's not in Landstar, whatever, we all are blessed. You have to be able to see your blessings in your current situation. And that's what really, like, intensifies everything else in your life. You being able to recognize how blessed you are in the current moment versus you looking elsewhere for blessings. Be blessed right now. You know what I'm saying? And everything will unfold for you. And you'll know when it's time for you to move on. And you'll know when it's time for you to sit still. And that looks different for everybody because some people are extremely logical. So they go based on their mind. Everything is based on their mind. And then there's some of us who go both. You step into your logic when it matters. And then the other times you go with your gut, even though everything that a logical person thinks that needs to be in place is not, you know, and things still work out. So it's different for everybody. You know, when I first started driving trucks, no, when I first bought my truck, all I had was $15,000. And I bought my truck from a man that used to drive in Landstar. He let me put down $7,500. He gave me the title that same day. He trusted me to pay him. I bought this truck in Kansas. Man, I can't remember. Oklahoma or Kansas, one of them. And I took it. I mean, I live in Houston, so this dude trusted me, you know, from like 600 miles away. I think it was Kansas. But he trusted me to pay him. So I paid him monthly. In October of 2020, my truck was paid in full. I already had the title, so that's when I went and switched it over into my name. I didn't start out with much. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot happen in the beginning of my becoming an owner-operated experience. Somebody broke into my house. They used to stay there. I had to spend a few dollars on keeping my truck up. But my truck lasted me till I was able to get myself sturdy enough to take care of things. Things got better. I had just had a kid. There's a lot of stuff happening for me in my life. And 3 years later, February, 3 years ago, February is when I was with Landstar. And today, February, I'm doing something completely different. I'm still driving trucks though. I'm just say I'm a little bit more freer than what I was. I'm thankful, you know, for all of those experiences though, because they helped me get to this point. And with my current situation, it's a little similar to how it was when I went to Landstar. You know, it's not as I don't know. I'm not in the best situation, but I'm still blessed. So some risk versus reward. Sometimes you got to take them chances, man. When it's time to get out there and fly, you just got to have faith. So right now, I'm having faith. You know what I'm saying, that everything gonna work out for me. So that's what I got for people that is interested into going to Landstar. Now, as far as freight goes in the United States, it's kind of weird right now. It's not a lot of good stuff. But then again, you know, I mean, you just gotta adjust with the times. You know, I don't think we should be out here trying to we should definitely go for top dollar, you know. But if, you know, don't take cheap freight. I'm an advocate for that. So my statement is not to say, oh, take cheap freight. No, but just be real. You know, we're not finna just get $5 and $6 in lows, man. Everybody not getting that. Like, especially if you just drive, man. Now, if you reefer, step deck, maybe flatbed, then that's like, you know, that's cool. Or hazmat or something, then that's different. But if you drive, man, don't expect those kind of rates. You know, I mean, I would say $250, $260, $280, $3, $350 if you can get it. $4 would be amazing. You know, you shoot, but don't take less than your worth, whatever that may be. I hope that everybody value themselves, because we have a skill set that is unique. So know your cost per mile, and then shoot high, aim high for everything. You know, just don't overdo it. A lot of people overdo it, and then they make videos and then they talk bad about what's going on. But it's like this is just like the time of the year. So rates not good right now. It don't mean that they won't get back good, you know. So a lot of people put stuff out there, and it could be misleading to people that's thinking about getting into trucking or thinking about becoming an owner operator. It's like, man, you can do it. It's easy, bro. You know. And maybe I make it easy for myself, but it's easy if you discipline, you know. And even if you're not as disciplined, as long as you striving to be more disciplined, I think you could do it. So if anybody is thinking about going to Landstar, I think it's a great company. You'll do great if you go there. There's a lot of different um, contracts and situations that's available for you to operate your business. I had a great time. Um, that's it. That's what I got as of now. Me and my old lady thinking about doing a podcast, so I just wanted to throw that in there. But yeah, if you thinking about it, go ahead and jump. You're gonna do excellent. So that's what I got for y'all today. Y'all be safe out there. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, I'll get back to y'all in another video shortly.